Wah, wah, wah. Battery's dead.
Shut up.
I think the battery's dead. Sounded camped. That was weird. Still broken, still won't shift into third. Forgot how much I like this car. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, most of you know that I have this 1998 C5 Corvette. So a couple months ago, the transmission went out on me. It doesn't have third gear anymore. So after it broke, I actually purchased a transmission from the same year Corvette, 1998 auto, and it came with a rear diff, a torque converter, and the transmission, and it had 85,000 miles on it. The guy that I bought it from had a supercharged C5 in his garage. That he had that transmission on reserve for when his blew up, but then he was selling the C5, and so he didn't need that transmission anymore. So here's the transmission I bought. So I have been not very motivated to work on the Corvette because we bought the CTS-V. And the CTS-V is more comfortable, manual, and more horsepower, and can haul babies. So I have been procrastinating the crap out of just fixing this thing, just buckling down and getting it fixed. In the past couple of months, it's just been sitting here peacefully gathering dust. So while it was here, I decided I would list it up for sale. I listed it for $8,000 or for trade, and I got some pretty interesting offers. But in the couple months it's been down, I've had some pretty interesting offers. So let's go over a few of those. Okay, so the worst car offer I got was this Mazda 3 Protege. The guy tried to seduce me into it by telling me there was a family-friendly vehicle, it had a sunroof, and a radio. I'm sorry, bud, but I ain't falling for it. So I got several motorcycle offers, and this was probably the worst of the motorcycles. This is a 1997 Honda Goldwing 1500 with 36,000 miles. Minty. So there's more to this truck than meets the eye. This is a 2001 Silverado 2500 with the LQ460. It's been bored out to a 6.2, has LSA rods and pistons, stage 3 BTR camshaft, custom ported 317 cast heads, 3000 style converter, and a 4S80E with a shift kit. This truck is primed and ready for a turbo. So this 1984 Corvette was pretty mint. It's only got 94,000 miles on it. The coolest thing about this for me, honestly, is just that it's a manual. Also, this dude took these pictures with a potato, so it's kind of hard to sell. So here's two quick Harleys that I got. I'm honestly not a huge Harley fan. Fat Boy, Super Glide, just not a fan. Now what I am a fan of are street bikes, and this R6 was pretty sweet. It's a 2013. It's a little banged up. The fairings are kind of, looks like it's been laid down. The fairing was a little messed up, and the seat was kind of frumpy. So a little bit of minor work, and that thing could be pretty sweet. This Bug-Eye Subaru has 220,000 miles on it, and drum roll please, 1,000 miles on a brand new motor rebuild. Yeah, I'm good, bro, sorry. This GTI is interesting. I mean, it's got like a plasti dip job thing. I'm just not a Volkswagen guy. I mean, it seemed pretty clean. I mean, the wheels are kind of cool, but I'm just not really a Volkswagen guy at all, so I'll pass. But what I do like, however, is four-door trucks. Now, oh, this thing's pretty mint for a Ford. I'm not a Ford guy, but if this truck had a name, it would be Bruce, and I gotta salute the guy for having a fishing pole in his back seat. That's pretty cool. Got this offer, the crustiest, nasty 70s interior. Yeah, I'm good. He threw an offer of his Cadillac on top too, but yeah, I'm good, bro. Thanks. This 5-cylinder turbo Volvo was kind of interesting. Not a Volvo guy, but I mean, the exhaust kind of looks cool. That body kit, I guess. Cool. Whatever. The Suzuki's pretty sweet. However, when I ran it across my wife, she said that although it's sweet that I want to make her an instant millionaire, she'd rather have her husband. Oh, I do have to salute the dual exhaust though. I love dual exhaust on these bikes. This bike actually might be worth it. This was like a brand new KTM and it only had like a couple hours on it. The dude just didn't want it, so that's a pretty sweet bike as far as dirt bike goes. I think my favorite motorcycle I got offered though out of all of these is probably the CBR 1000. Notice the Sweet Lancer in the back and the SS in the back. Like, the dude just had good taste. He sent me a couple of videos and it sounded pissed and mean and angry. Got this sweet Chrysler 300 offered. Yeah, bro, I'm good. So my favorite non-car, non-motorcycle offer was this crazy UTV. I think this started life as a Yamaha Viking, but now it's just basically a tube frame with a CBR 1000 motor strapped to it. And he said that thing shreds, so it looks pretty wild. That wouldn't be a bad trade. So then I had this guy hit me up with a laundry list of freaking old, sweet, restored cars. So that first one was a 1958 Ford F100. The second one is a 1968 Ford F250. And then this dump truck is a 1948 Chevy 3/4 ton dump truck. And then there's this sweet 1974 Mercury Comet with like the sweetest interior. Like, just look at that classy brown. Like, I salute you, sir. That's a sweet interior. A 1953 Chevy 3600. And then all of these had the stock motor, except for this 1950 Hudson Pacemaker. It had a 350 Chevy small block swap into it. And my second favorite bike offer was this 07 Yamaha R6. Only's got 10,000 miles on it, and the thing looked freaking mint. This guy hit me up with basically everything he had. He really wanted my Corvette. He hit me up with this Dodge Charger, an old Ford, and this sweet 2007 Chevy. So this thing is a single cab long bed, but it had like I think a 4-inch lift on it. Came with a set of new tires. Had the sweet center console speaker system, but honestly, this thing would not be bad. It would be, because it's got the 6.0 and the 4L80E, so I'd slap a turbo in this thing if I got it. But the two favorite car offers I got was this big old Chevy 4-door. Like, I mean, it's just mint. It looks really clean on the outside, brand spanking new tires. The interior is a little bit country boy as far as that goes, but I mean, no tears in the seat, look pretty good, and the subwoofer in the back, so pretty cool. But my favorite offer so far has been this 4-door Silverado. So it's got 154,000 miles on it, brand new rebuilt transmission, and it just seemed clean and nice and lower mileage. And that was my favorite out of the bunch. The 4-door Chevy before this one had 250,000 miles on it, so this one's got 100,000 miles less, and the dude would just ship it for me. So I've had two cash offers. The first one, the guy was thinking he was lowballing me, and he offered up $5,000, which is, you know, me still making lots of money off of buying this car. But $5,000 ain't bad. I get all my money back. And then a couple weeks later, the second cash offer I got was $7,000. Now, on my ad, I laid out that the transmission was going crappy, third gear was gone, and then I went over that I had a full replacement transmission as well to go in the car if the transmission was bad. And I actually gave a link to my YouTube channel as well, so they could see how the car was, how I drove it, and everything about it. So if you want to know what the wife thinks, she is avidly against me selling it. She knows me pretty well, and she knows pretty much every time I get in it, I'm like, oh man, I forgot how much I love this car. And so she thinks I'd regret selling it. And she knows me pretty well, so she's probably right. So I want your guys' opinion. What should I do with the Corvette? Should I just stop being lazy and fix the dang thing? Or should I sell it for some cash and find a new project? Or did you guys see any trade offers that you really like that you'd want to see on the channel? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I guess you'll see what I do with it. Whoa.